watching on YouTube. Actually, no, now welcome back. I was watching on YouTube. It helps to say that when I'm actually recording. Do I respond to chat? I got a question no one else seems to answer. Sure, Desmo. If you have that question, let's see it. I do respond to chat. I only have one monitor right now. I've been meaning to pick up another one, but I'm rocking the whole torn meniscus thing, and I've been lazy as a result of that. Well, it's a combination of that, which isn't too big a deal, although it makes it a pain to go try and carry crap. Yeah, but more so that I'm also about to move soon, so I don't really want to get more stuff when I'm moving, like, in 1 month. So, yeah, I basically just tab back here and there and check. So if you have a comment for me, I will answer it. Just maybe not instantaneously for the moment. Well, you know what I mean. Technically, it's impossible for me to answer instantaneously because I cannot read instantaneously or speak instantaneously. But I will be closer once I have 2 monitors. And the Commonwealth is in all your rat's face as well. Now, I think I want to lift Nogai's siege in the west, if possible. No, that's not as important. They can siege me if they want. I can buy that down like a joke. Because it is a joke. What do you have left, Oirat? They still have a chunk of units spread out across a number of stuff. So I don't want to like just go carpet sieging. Because that tends to get you units picked off by the AI, which just, that sucks. That really sucks. Okay, from Decimo. I'm attempting world conquest as England and I annex 1 province from Muscovy. Novgorod does not exist anymore, but I can't seem to release them as a vassal to feed them provinces. Do they need more than 1 province? The province I annexed is Kola, if that makes any difference. Do they need their capital? Just offhand, Kola is probably not Russian, but I'm going to look. Yeah, that's the problem. That's Swedish. To release a vassal, you have to own at least 1 core of theirs that is in their primary culture. In Novgorod's case, that would, of course, be Russian. So you need at least 1 core belonging to Novgorod that is Russian. As long as you have that, you can release them as a vassal. So that's your snag, basically. And you have to be careful, because some of them... this happened to me in a different game. Arakan... No, not Arakan. There's someone in that region who's... There's a couple nations in the game that don't start with any cores on their primary culture whatsoever. And therefore, if they get wiped off the map, it is impossible to resurrect them. Including if you go for a full annexation and then try to release them, you can't. They're gone. So you do have to watch out for that. There are a couple nations that you just cannot resurrect no matter what you do. But for the most part, that's not too big an issue. Because there are a lot of primary nations and cores available. This is probably my last session for today. I've gone on later than usual. It's a weekend. That's the only reason I can. But I'm getting a little fatigued, and I would like to. After this war, I'd like to end the series with a bang, and I'm not sure how I want to do that. I want to think on that a bit. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, I got that occupation. I guess I'll just go here. Nope, go here, then there, then kick these guys out, and then siege. And man, I can never quite play as well when Let's Playing as I can otherwise, and it's even worse on like fixed speed multiplayer. Renew the promise. Yeah, whatever. I have Humanist. I'm pretty close to immune. Humanist is really... I don't like it as an early idea, because you don't get the 0 diplomatic power CB, you're feeding vassals a lot, which nullifies the nationalism reduction. So I don't like Humanist as an early group, but man, is Humanist a solid late group. Like if you can just squeeze it in like I squeezed it in here, it makes your life easier. It's not critical. You can just man mode the rebels too, and that will work. But it's nice to have. It's a very nice luxury idea group. Especially, I particularly like it on nations like this, which have a lot of heathen tolerance. Because if you have +2 or +3 tolerance of heathens and humanist, you basically tolerate everything you conquer once you get out of your heretic lands. And then if you're Christian, you can just tolerate heretics anyway. I think any nation in the game, if you go Reformed, take Suffrage and Bishop Act or whatever their heretic tolerance thing is, and run Humanist, you'll have +3 tolerance constantly. And that's a lot. That gives you 100% unity, even before you factor in unity from idea directly. That was not always the case. In really old versions of this game or older patches, unity or tolerance did not contribute whatsoever to your unity. So being in Buddhist or Confucian and going religious ideas, which had heretic tolerance as part of the religious idea progression before, was actively harmful. Buddhism, even as recently as 1.5, was worse than pagan because you would have provinces. If you didn't go religious, you couldn't convert jack crap. If you did go religious, you were guaranteed to get heretic province conversions a lot, because they reduced the rate on that a lot. So back then, you either had to like open religious but not finish it, or you're screwed basically. You couldn't convert anything, which would tank your unity, or you would finish religious and then you would tank your unity, because you would get, I am not kidding, hundreds of times your provinces would convert to heresy, which would also tank your unity. And you only had 2% conversion strength from decisions max back then in the Eastern religious groups, so it was really horrible. 1.6, where I did my Great Con 1 run, was literally the first time where the Eastern religions went from like utter trash tier to just bad. They're still not good religions by any means. They're just not like an active detriment to be in. The opportunity cost is that you don't get a better religion, but they don't hurt you. So, you know, it's they're playable now. They're not fun to use, but you don't suffer for it either. And besides, you can go the tolerance route because it contributes to unity. So you can very easily tolerate really any of the other Eastern religions if you are either Buddhist or Confucian. Confucian has an event that will permanently give you Neo-Confucianism for another +2 heretic tolerance, so anything Confucian or Buddhist is pretty solid no matter who you are, really. And then Humanist tops that off. Of course, if you take the 2% conversion decision in that, then you pretty well eliminate your ability to tolerate heathens, because the Eastern religious group for, not Shinto. Shinto has intolerance of heathens, but the other two have a built-in +1, which, in my opinion, is really not enough to merit humanist. I mean, it helps, but you have to have no conversion power if you want to make use of that, and that hurts. That hurts. I wonder if these CNs are going to declare on each other ever. Oh, really? Managed to end the internal conflicts, have you? Dare I look. They still have some from overextension, but man, are they looking better. All the way to +2. Still at 24 in tech. Mughal area has cored all of its provinces. Yeah, these guys are Very finally pulling themselves together. What about you? Whoa! Big time. Now, why are they suddenly functioning after screwing me over all game long prior to this? It's Guyana. Oh, that's part of 1-800 game. Well, Guyana is full unity. Exactly one province in their own culture. Another. They might convert a few. Yeah, they got all this accepted because of that. So, Reconquista is the only one that's now trashed. But they are not too badly overextended. They might recover yet too. So I treat them nicely all game and they bone me. And then I just dump gobs of overextension on them. They're like, yeah, we'll core that now. Really? But I suppose it beats nothing. Yeah, Manchu's a vassal. Work on Korea a little bit here. And just another check. This is only me for Tropical Wood other than Yan, right? Who is being sieged right now. It's the one I thought it was. Yep. Yeah, we're good. Unless somebody conquers through Darfur, quickly throws a province, and I don't know, you really shouldn't get Tropical Wood in an arid province. Yeah, no, game set. I just need to end this war. And I'm going to get called for peace soon. Actually, I can probably take 100% here. Let me see if there's 100% to take. First of all, Korea will give me jack crap. So, definitely want the last Tropical Wood province that is not in our possession. Finish off the Philippines. And let's get rid of a few tags. Oh, Bukhara. How much does oh, I could release Kazakh. Oh, the problem with Kazakh, though... Wow! Oh, you're not converted all this? No, not all of it. No, they did. That's pretty impressive. Even though they are not going anything that lets them reform. But Kazakh's not exactly too useful to me. Although I suppose I could release a few vassals to deal with the OE. Commonwealth probably is aristocratic too by now. Yeah, screw Commonwealth then. It could just be boring and take up to 100% overextension and just core it all. I could actually go over 100% if I wanted. Ooh, Chagatai. Chagatai goes religious. I just feel like if I release them, I'm gonna get the same crap with internal conflicts. Because they'll have a ton of cores, but that's it. That's all they'll have. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. A lot of overextension. Mongol, huh? Oh, I can't get... Oh, I don't have Mongolia occupied. Okay, well, we're going to go occupy them. And yeah, there's no point in taking more right now, because I can't. I'll get wrecked. Sides. What are we really doing here? And the answer is pursuing a certain achievement. Yeah, even though Mongolia does not go religious, and guys like Caradel D... Ah! It's Fort 4! I would actually prefer to feed someone who goes humanist. Bryadia goes humanist too, but they are still... Oh no, they westernized. They're still a clan council, but they westernized. They need to go economic sooner. It's just silly. I hate seeing when the AI does that. Okay, this is really not useful. So, who do I still... It's really only Russia I have a truce with. I could try and cut a path to Russia so that I could annex them out. Shouldn't be that hard to do, right? Nah, because I can just sail up to them that way. Or walk through the Commonwealth again. That's not a big deal. Just need to do something about this fort. Want to watch me implode all my soldiers? No, morale can carry the day, and that's pretty impressive. Mongol, Mongol, Mongol. Is this one also Mongol? Oh yes. Only because I like Mongolia am I going to do this. So we shall do a full annexation. It will make people a little angry. And we got it! Finally. Finally got the friggin' achievement for foremost Servitor of Jagannath. Go ahead and create the Mongols. They will be Hindu. And yeah, it's a little more expensive when you're not using the overseas trick, isn't it? Although this could partially be alleviated by blowing down our war exhaustion. Reduced, of course, by the diplomatic idea group. Then I have a 60% discount, which it's not a 60% discount on half the original base tax, so this is going to be costly. But we had the admin. Barely. So a little better. A little bit more progress. And, yeah. They are an administrative republic, a Hindu administrative republic at Tech 29. That means they have full stacked admin efficiency like I have, and carries all the same implications. Oh, fine. We'll finish it just for posterity's sake or whatever. We've come a long way from Admin 5. And Diplo 8 while westernizing in 1600. We have attained the achievement. So the last 20 years-ish... No, I've got about 30 actually. I've got 30 years of Tier 3 admin efficiency to do with whatever the heck I want. We're going to be cleaning up Africa. We're going to be cleaning up the New World. We are going to be removing Russia and probably the Ottomans if I can. That's a bit ambitious. I'll probably not do all of that. But we are going to be covering quite some ground in the future episodes. But for now that this war's over, it's after midnight, I'm going to stop for today. I did get the achievement at least, so the CN griefing did at least not block that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And until next time, the Me and Team signing off.